Nicole, when was the last time you actually listened to your gut?
I always do, because nutrition in midlife is so important. And we know that there's a lot of misleading health advice out there. And most of what we're taught about food is wrong. Did you know that Big Food even pays TikTok influencers to say that ultra-processed foods are healthy when they're not?
I actually find that shocking, but it's no wonder that 1 in 8 people globally, that's over 1 billion people, are living with obesity.
So our sponsor Zoe understands that our health is suffering and that it's time we listened to our gut.
They make your gut health their business. And as we've learned in over 5 years of doing podcasts, gut health is key to overall health.
Your Zoe membership starts by testing your gut health, and it's backed by one of the world's largest microbiome databases and most scientifically advanced at-home gut health tests. Zoe gives you proven science whenever you need it.
Listen, we know better than anyone else being in the self-care space that the start of every new year is noisy with loads of health advice that's often full of hot air and rubbish. But Zoe is the solution that you can trust.
Zoe is the science and nutrition company leading a movement to transform the health of millions. And Zoe membership has been proven by a randomized controlled trial, giving you the solutions to listen to your gut, make smarter food choices, and change your health for life.
Go to Zoe.com and find out what Zoe membership could do for you. And because you listen to 40ish, you can use the exclusive code 40ish10 to get 10% off membership. As a Zoe member, you'll get an at-home test kit and personalised nutrition programme to help you make smarter food choices that support your gut. That's Zoe.com. Use code 40ish10 at checkout. Trust your gut. Trust Zoe.
When you think about super successful businesses that are selling through the roof like Heinz or Mattel, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But there's a secret. The business behind the business, making selling simple for them and buying simple for their customers. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout as Heinz and Mattel. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/promo, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/promo to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/promo.
Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast here to tell you about Michelob Ultra Courtside. It's getting fans closer to the NBA with a chance to win prizes like courtside seats, a trip to All-Star Weekend, and much more. Check it out at MichelobUltra.com/courtside. Michelob Ultra Superior Access, Courtside 24-25 sweepstakes, no purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21 and up. Begins on October 1st, 2024, ends July 1st, 2025. Multiple entry periods. Visit MichelobUltra.com/courtside for free entry deadlines, and official rules. Message and data rates may apply. Void where prohibited.
This episode is sponsored by Zoe.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 40ish Unfiltered. I'm Nicole Goodman.
And I'm Lauren Mishcon. This is the sidekick show to 40ish. It's where we dish the feedback.
Yeah.
What you guys have got to say. We look at your DMs, your comments, the stuff you say on TikTok, and all the social media buzz about the latest 40ish dilemmas.
And we also have a new part of the show where we talk about our midlife meltdown or midlife moan of the week.
Oh, yeah. We want yours.
We get one from Lauren, you get one from me, and we want yours.
Oh, yeah, we want them.
And then at the end of the show, we decide who's the winner. Who is the moaniest midlifer here? I've won one. You've won one. Let's see if the listener can win one this week.
What are you bringing today as your midlife moan?
It's not sexy and it's
Okay.
not exciting, and it is probably the most mundane thing, but my freezer has broken again. My freezer breaks probably on average every 8 weeks.
Can I just put this out there? You might need a new freezer.
We do need a new freezer.
Right.
We do, but it's insured.
Yeah.
And Domestic and General say that as long as they can fix the problem, they won't give us a new freezer.
So what you have to do, because I had this situation
Yeah.
with my dryer,
Yeah.
is that you have to get the engineer to say and write down, this is now unfixable.
Okay.
And it's done.
But what makes me laugh is I now know all of the Siemens engineers that they send out.
Of course you do. Steve, my tumble dryer engineer, we were basically engaged by the time we got a new dryer. It was like the dryer was our baby. He'd come, he'd visit, he'd fix, he'd sort it, we'd break again. Steve would come back. And eventually Steve and I decided together the dryer just was no more. Well, that's it. Bye-bye.
There's two guys. So depending on who comes, we'll see.
I've met one of the guys.
Yeah, of course you have.
He was a delight.
Because you're always at my house. They are all a delight because he's always at my house.
Yeah.
And you're always at my house.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the fridge freezer breaks.
Yeah.
And I find these the most annoying parts of the mental load.
Well, the freezer's the worst because then what the fuck do you do?
The freezer isn't the worst.
It is.
It isn't.
Because you've got to eat everything.
The washing machine is the worst. Come on. That is the most impactful appliance to break.
It's annoying, but there is always, I hate to say it, the laundrette. I find the worst the dishwasher. Because I don't want to wash up.
No, I don't want to wash up, but you can. You can't. You're not going to start washing all of the clothes in the sink. You're just not going to do that.
No, you're not. But you could go to the laundrette if you have to.
You could, but it's a right ball ache. That is a right ball ache. You can just wash up dishes.
Yeah.
And also the stuff that my freezer breaks so much. I now don't put a lot in my freezer because last time when we came back from holiday and it had broken, I had to chuck so much meat and food. Hate it. It's like just allergic to it.
Can't do that.
Anyway, this is actually not my moan of the week.
Oh, what's the moan?
The moan is that I call up Domestic and General. I get an authorization number. It's so annoying. It's the most annoying thing to have to do. You wait in a queue, etc., etc., etc. Then they were like, oh, you can do this online. But then I go online and it's in my husband's account and he never knows his password. I don't know why he doesn't just keep the same password everywhere because that's what I do. You could break into my whole life.
Yeah, of course. Most women, same.
Right. But his is always different and he never keeps a record of anything. So it's always a guessing game.
Wow.
So I can never get in. Anyway, so I had to make the phone call. I hate making phone calls,
I know.
as you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I get the authorization code. Then I call Siemens. And that was on Monday. And they said, oh, we've just had a cancellation for this Thursday.
Wow. Winning.
I mean, I could not believe my luck.
Yeah.
3 days. Normally you have to wait up to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Without a freezer.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway. So this Thursday, it just so happens I'm taking my mum somewhere in town and I can't change it.
Yeah.
It's not something that I can shift. And I'm going out early with her. So I go into the office. My husband's working and I said, great news. Siemens can come on Thursday.
Let me guess the punchline of this.
I said they can come between 7 and 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Or you can have a morning slot. And he says,
I've got a tennis match. Am I right?
He actually said, no, I can't do Thursday. I've got a tennis lesson.
Yeah. Yeah.
A tennis lesson. So I said, well, how about you move the tennis lesson and we get the freezer fixed?
No.
How about that?
No, because in men's worlds, everything they do is absolutely in stone, in concrete, in that diary. It doesn't get moved or cancelled because life happens. It doesn't.
But the look on his face, Lauren, when I said that, and he goes, no.
Like the disbelief.
I can't move the lesson. Ask someone else they can do. I was like, I'm actually not going to ask because I know it's going to be in 3 weeks' time. I'm not going to be without a freezer because you've got a tennis lesson. Just text the coach and ask him to move it. He couldn't get his head. I said, you know what? I'm not even asking you. I'm just booking it. And you're going to have to be here.
Good for you.
Thanks.
But I'm only sitting here with you today because I had to have a similar conversation.
Is this your midlife moan?
It wasn't. But then if it is, it's the same moan.
Oh, then you can't do that. But let's hear the moan and then you give us your other moan.
Okay, the moan is small child woke up this morning, unwell, temperature, headache.
Bless him.
Bless him, very sad. So took him out of his uniform, popped him in bed with some
I love
Calpol,
that he got dressed to go to school.
Full uniform, rucksack on the back, water bottle ready. Actually really unwell.
Like a trooper.
Oh, yeah. Listen, in my house, you know, unless you're bleeding out your eyeballs,
you're going to school.
The kid was definitely not well. So he got himself back into bed fast asleep. I'm like, shit, kind of got to go to Apple to record our show, go to work, do my actual job.
Yeah.
Husband.
I know it doesn't seem like work, but
it kind of is.
Yeah.
It's like how we earn a living.
Yeah.
Husband. Well, I don't know what you expect me to do. I'm playing tennis at 2. Like, you know,
I'm playing tennis at 2.
It's Wednesday.
I was just about to say
it's Wednesday.
Let's give this context.
Right, we're in the middle
of the
working week. And also, let's just say he has a job, like a proper serious job.
Yeah, he does.
He's not retired.
No,
he's not unemployed.
No,
he has a job.
Yeah, he does.
So, to me, Don't know about you, but to me, it feels like a bit of a luxury.
Yeah.
I'm playing. Imagine if I said to him, "Oh no, I'm not picking anyone up from school. I'm not cooking dinner tonight
because I'm playing
tennis at 4." And by the way, that's not up for moving. So I was like, well, are we actually going to have a discussion here about I need to go to actual work?
Yeah.
Our child, the one we made together.
Yeah.
Is
that
ill.
you are 50% responsible for.
Anyway, he's at home.
Okay.
He's at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so he came through.
He did in the end, yeah.
But, it's like, how can you honestly think that the tennis match / lesson is more important than the freezer being fixed or you going to work? How is this in their world appropriate?
Well, I guess my moan is the same as your moan. That's the moan.
Well, I hope the listeners is
better than ours.
Yeah.
So, I'll show where we were talking about Siri, where I taught you. You were like, Siri doesn't work. And I was like, because you have to say,
Siri still doesn't work.
Hey, Siri.
FYI, Siri still doesn't work.
It's caused some issues.
Right, okay. I've had some people, I had a woman come up to me in the gym this morning and say to me, I was listening to your podcast, the Hey Siri podcast, and every time, I've just said it and my phone's flashing, every time you said Hey Siri, my phone stopped and it stopped the podcast because it activated Siri.
Okay, well, this seems to have been a problem for more than one person.
But why are they recognising my voice?
We actually had a voice note in.
Oh, I love it.
I'm going to play it for you.
You don't know me, but you've probably got overwhelmed by this. Currently listening to your podcast from today in hysterics, whilst I never use Siri, but my car is going mental at every time you say Siri. I've got so many alarms set for random times now that, thanks guys, but I'm going to use Siri more because I didn't realise you had to say hey.
Lauren, you are educating the nation
I
with
know!
something technical.
Who knew?
Nobody knew.
Right, and Catherine said, listening to today's podcast whilst driving, laughing at the Ninja Creamy. The Siri chat is hilarious until every time you say, hey Siri, my Siri popped up on the car screen. It was very confused.
Yeah, that's what this woman in the gym said to me today.
We've just said it again. I'm sorry. We'll stop talking about it now.
But when you say, hey Siri, my phone, it's not activating my phone. Mind you, I just said, hey Siri, and it didn't activate my phone. It's rubbish. I'm telling you, it doesn't work.
It does work.
Hey Siri.
No, stop with the Siri now. These poor listeners. We also...
I'm sorry to anybody whose phone has stopped.
We've also had some Costco feedback. Remember we were talking about Costco?
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago. So someone wrote in and said, I'm loving this saucepan chat. I've had a set of Circulon pans for many years, which are awesome. You can even put them in the dishwasher. I got them from Costco and they are still available online. Vicky. Thanks, Vicky.
But you didn't like the Circulon pans.
No, I haven't got Circulon. And mine were not from Costco.
Oh, so this is an actual piece of advice.
Yes.
About pans, because I still haven't got the pans.
And more love for Costco. So thanks, Vicky. I might actually look into those.
I think we should. You know what we should do?
What? I'm excited already.
You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
We're going on a little trip to Costco.
We could go on a little trip to Costco.
Yeah, little saucepan trip.
And maybe go and get these pans.
We could film it.
We could film it.
We could record live from Costco.
I would actually love to do that.
I would. We could do a live podcast show from Costco, and people could come with like the little hot dogs and the croissants
and their little life hacks. Like, come on, what's your midlife life hack whilst in Costco?
Or like, what's your best Costco purchase?
Yeah.
What's the one thing you come here for that you cannot do without? I'll start this off. I'll start the ball rolling here. Foil and cling film. Unreal.
Well,
unbeatable.
To be honest with you, you actually don't need to get that at Costco.
It lasts forever. So big.
I've just had my sister living with us, And she loves a bit of cling film. Let me tell you, she loves a bit of cling film.
Yeah.
To the point where I was actually having to take the cling film out of her hands and say,
Wow.
use a Tupperware. It's much more sustainable. And she goes, oh, I can never find the lids and I can't this and I can't that. She can't bear the Tupperwares and the lids and everything else.
See.
And it was driving me mad. We were going through cling film like I needed it from Costco, basically.
You know what you should buy her for her birthday?
Some cling film.
No, the unsexiest present ever. Those like beeswax covers. Those beeswax squares. So they are they're like cling film, but they're obviously reusable and much more friendly for the environment.
My mother-in-law has ones that look like shower caps.
Oh, okay.
They're
not
very good.
They're not great for the environment. These
No.
are actually like reusable.
So your top tip, your top purchase in Costco is foil and cling film.
And foil trays. For when I'm making like a dirty roast. And by dirty roast, I mean like a big joint of lamb where there's a really sticky sauce and there ain't no way that shit is coming off your baking tin. So you just want it in a foil tray. I know they're terrible for the environment, but once in a while. They save my marriage, even if they don't save the planet. Because no one wants to wash that shit up.
Oh, well, you stole mine.
Oh, is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, foil
trays?
trays. I was going to say foil trays. I was a bit scared to say foil trays because I know how unsustainable that is.
I know, but we've acknowledged.
But also, I tell you what else I bought in Costco once, and I was actually with you.
What?
I bought a pair of Supergas.
Oh, yeah,
and they were like
too.
£29.
I've got the same ones.
And then my daughter borrowed them for school and I never saw
Trashed
them again.
I have to say they're not that comfortable. Also,
Supergas?
Yeah, I
Don't
didn't-
be ridiculous.
well, they're in my cupboard. I keep forgetting.
Well,
I own
can I have them then?
Yeah,
Because I've lost mine.
you can have them.
Can
also,
I? Can I?
Shout out to the broccoli salad.
Well, the broccoli salad at Costco is
It's a life
sometimes
hack.
amazing, but then one of my best friends pointed out to me once, they're always ever so slightly on the turn. And you know what? You can't untaste that shit.
They're not, but you
She's
have to
right.
eat it that day. You
She's-
can't save it.
She's right. Even if the date tells you got 4 days in that puppy, you do not.
No, you'd never have 4 days in a salad that's already pre-chopped. You've got to eat it that day. That's the rule with the broccoli salad.
Well, if you're entertaining
Yeah.
in big droves, you're not
Yeah.
going to go that morning to Costco, are you?
Well,
If you're doing a lunch.
no, not
Because
if
you're not
doing a
really going to
lunch.
serve the broccoli salad for dinner. That is a lunch thing.
I have served it as a side for dinner.
You have?
I have,
Only in
yeah.
the summer, though, surely.
Yeah, it went down a treat.
Yeah, people love it. It's
Love
a crowd
it.
pleaser.
George also wrote in. He said, having listened to yesterday's episode, I fully understand Lauren's lack of self-control in Costco. I am banned in our house from going because the bill is always double and I get too distracted in the cleaning product aisles. I wonder if there is a support group for Costco hoarders. We should have a Costco Appreciation Day. Yeah, we fucking should, George.
In Costco.
In Costco.
You could. Why don't you just go to the coffee shop? This is what you could do, Lauren. You could do your live event.
Well, on my own.
Yeah, in Costco, in the coffee shop. Apparently
Yeah.
their food is fabulous and they do the longest hot dog in the whole wide world. Or is that
absolutely
IKEA?
gross, the hot dog in Costco. I'm sorry. They need to up their cafeteria game.
But also because the food is so good in
I know,
Costco. so
why is
I'm
the cafeteria
actually,
so terrible?
I'm surprised.
It's awful.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's like Spain service station. Not even Spain.
Why Spain?
Because that's
It's a
actually
bit
all
mean.
right. like somewhere dodgy service station
Spain is
slash
not-
airport.
Can we just say
Yeah.
we don't think Spain is dodgy?
No, not Spain itself. I'm talking like it's like petrol station food in a dodgy place. It's really gross.
I've never eaten there, so you don't want to do your live event there.
I don't think that the catering's up to standard for me.
Okay, great. They
It's
might,
not classy enough.
the broccoli salad is.
Yeah, or maybe if they did a sandwich platter or the sushi platter.
They do a sandwich platter.
But you know, even the pizzas
no,
there.
their
like
sushi platter is weird
it is weird. I agree. It doesn't taste like proper sushi.
because it isn't, and they have weird flavours in there.
Yeah, I agree. I don't buy the Costco sushi.
That's the only thing I wouldn't buy from there.
The sushi. You'd buy everything else.
Everything else, I'm not going to buy cheese because I don't like cheese.
I always buy the cheese. I
They're-
bought a cheese tower at Christmas.
Their baked goods are somewhat very pleasing. I don't know why I said it that way. But they are. Their cookies, their brownies, I don't even like brownies particularly that much. Their red velvet cake. I mean, their baked goods are off the scale
I like
good.
the mini cinnamon bites. They are dreamy.
What about the pretzels? Like they're round and they're salted, and then in like the filling is peanut butter.
Oh, you always have those in a plastic jar in your
I
kitchen.
don't.
Like if you're having a party.
That is untrue.
If you've had a party.
It depends who's coming, because I have a friend who's very allergic to nuts.
Oh, okay. But when those.
If she's not coming, yes, I do always have them.
When they are in your kitchen, like I'm
They're
always
a
diving
nightmare.
my hand
They're a
in there,
nightmare.
'cause they are so moorish.
I can't be around them.
It's the combination of the salt, the crunch, and the peanut butter.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're so good.
It's
I've
like
never bought them. I've only ever had them
The
in your
perfect
house.
bite.
It is.
Anyway.
Let's cut to a break and come back with some more feedback.
Lauren, you know me, and you know when it comes to answering the listeners' dilemmas and when it comes to food, I always trust my gut. And I also trust Zoe, the leading size and nutrition company.
All the nutritionists that we've spoken to on Self Care Club have highlighted just how much misleading information is out there when it comes to food. Things like the claims that you see on packaging that say things like low sugar or nothing artificial. These are often a sign to actually avoid these foods. Ever noticed a health claim on fresh fruit?
No, never.
Right, well, you get my point.
So it's completely understandable why there's so much distrust and wondering who you should turn to for accurate information.
Well, it's very simple. It's not a dilemma for us. We use Zoe.
Backed by one of the world's largest microbiome databases and most scientifically advanced at-home gut health tests, Zoe gives you proven science whenever you need it.
Go to Zoe.com and find out what Zoe membership could do for you. And because you listen to 40ish, you can use the exclusive code 40ish10 at checkout to get 10% off membership. As a Zoe member, you'll get an at-home test kit and personalised nutrition program to help you make smarter food choices that support your gut. That's Zoe.com. Use code 40ish10 at checkout. Trust your gut. Trust Zoe.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Uh-oh, the last cookie.
You can get a new box of cookies in as fast as an hour with Walmart Express Delivery.
Are you my guilty self-conscience?
No, I'm the voice offering you promo code EXPRESS for free delivery on your first order.
Hey, who ate my cookies?
You mean, these cookies?
Order now. Welcome to your Walmart. Promotion valid for first express delivery order. $50 minimum subject to availability. Restrictions apply.
I was never really a runner. The way I see running is a gift, especially when you have stage 4 cancer. I'm Anne. I'm running the Boston Marathon, presented by Bank of America. I run for Dana-Farber Cancer Institute to give people like me a chance to thrive in life, even with cancer.
Join Bank of America in helping Anne's cause. Give if you can at BofA.com/supportAnne. What would you like the power to do? References to charitable organizations is not an endorsement by Bank of America Corporation. Copyright 2025.
So, what other feedback have we had?
A lady, her name is Vegan, wrote in. She said, I love the show. I only recently discovered it. It's like I'm sitting there with my girlfriends having a good old chat, rant, gossip, moan.
I'm so happy that you feel this way, because that was when we started to build the show out and decide what it was we wanted. We both said, didn't we? We just want people to feel like they're sitting with their girlfriends.
Yeah.
So,
having a good old rant.
Yeah, so I'm pleased that's translates.
She said, I find myself laughing out loud while listening. Well, thank you.
Good.
Anyway, she goes on to say, you were talking about bras and how uncomfortable they are. Oh my God. As soon as you mentioned it, it made me conscious of mine. I immediately unhooked it and could finally breathe and use my lungs at their full capacity. Yeah,
They're anti-feminist bras. That's just the end of it.
At home, when I don't wear a bra, I wear a bralette crop top thing. I'm not sure what they're called. Well, I think they are called like a bralette.
Or a sports bra.
Or a crop top thing. Yeah, bralette.
It's not called a crop top thing. That is not how they market it in M&S.
They are called a bralette. That is correct. She's correct.
Well, I think the bralettes are more for like very young girls who are before they wear a bra, like a 12-year-old.
Or very perimenopausal women who think bras are anti-feminist.
I'm not wearing a bralette. I'm wearing a sports bra. You think that's the same thing?
I do, yeah.
I don't.
Well,
because a
it's-
bralette
yeah,
would
doesn't
not
support.
Thank you.
Yeah, I get it. She says,
You'll be pleased to know
Yeah.
I'm now wearing 2 bras.
Why?
That's another story.
Okay, let's finish this one and then you can tell me why I'm wearing double bra.
Go on.
I find I can't completely go without one because I'm afraid of knocking someone out while I'm walking past.
Yeah, I'm with you, B.
Oh, she got a tip here. Oh, and by the way, if you've got the latest software on your devices, you don't have to say, "Hey Siri." You can just say Siri. No need to say the hey. Anything to save that little bit of breath after wearing the bras of death. Anyway, that was my little rant. Thank you for reading it. Love from a new superfan.
Oh, I'm so happy you're a super fan.
And thanks for the tip.
Thanks for writing in. I'm going to try that now, V. Siri.
It worked.
It did work. Did everyone hear the ping? It did work.
Did.
Hey, Siri.
It works both.
It
on
works
yours.
both.
Okay, that's
It
cool.
works both.
Right, why are you wearing 2 bras?
Oh.
2 sports bras.
Today I had to go to... No, I'm not now. When I went to do yoga this morning.
Yeah.
Because, you know...
What a flex.
That is a flex. At 7 a.m, I was in a yoga class this morning.
Fuck off.
I'm so winning at life, right?
Yeah, you're winning.
I am winning.
Yeah, great, good.
I had to go in 2 bras, though. That's not so winning.
What do you mean? Why?
Because my boobs are just taking over the world. I don't know what is happening with them. I really don't know. And even in the 2 bras, I was still busting out of them.
What, they're growing?
They're so painful. Well, it doesn't matter. Now that we're here, we don't need to be here.
Oh, I see. We've gone there, but now suddenly you're shy.
You know what? Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll move on.
That's exactly what happened.
I'll move on.
I've just suddenly remembered, like on Self Care Club, we are a female-dominated audience.
Yes.
So
here we're not. You don't want to talk about your breasts in a 50% male space.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's 50%. You've totally made that up.
I have, but there's definitely
there's a larger audience of men on this show than there is on our other show.
And also, they don't have these problems, so they don't need to know about it, right?
No, and I'm sure some men want to sit here and listen to 2 women talking about their breasts, but that is not what this show is.
Okay, let's move on. Yet more people have written in with their middle-aged Spice Girl names.
Is that still going on, that conversation?
Still happening.
I am so happy. This was like a drunk conversation with my girlfriends when we were in Amsterdam, just having a laugh. I am so pleased that this has caught on.
Well, I mean, we've basically got the S Club 7 of new Spice Girl, middle-aged Spice Girl names.
Say that again.
You've got like the S Club 7.
Yeah.
Because there's loads of them.
Yeah.
You know, like a big band.
But
a
the
big
thing
band.
is that the S Club 7 crew, when they started, were kids.
Yeah.
Well, they're not middle-aged. Oh, I know. Actually, I know one of the S Club 7 crew.
You do?
We bumped into her the other day and you didn't recognise her.
I mean, when I say I didn't recognise her, I literally came out and you were like, do you know who that was? I'm not saying who it was. And I was like, no, just some random woman. You were like, that was da-da-da. It's like, no, it wasn't. You were like, no, it was. I mean, I've never seen someone so incognito in my life.
Well, that's good for her, though. She's just in her local high street doing some shopping.
She was like in disguise. She was like when Michael McIntyre dresses up as someone and goes into someone's house.
She was not in disguise.
I did not recognise
because I recognised her. I had a whole chat with her.
You had a whole
But I know her.
chinwag.
Yes, but I know her.
You had a whole yap at the bagel counter.
We did. Talked about our kids, where they're at school,
the
what was
whole
going
thing,
on.
And I was like, who is this random woman?
She's not random.
She's yapping to. Anyway, middle-aged Spice Girl names. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Crochet Spice.
Is that Nina? Is that my friend Nina?
I've no idea.
Because she's always crocheting. Oh, but no, she was at the table. What we're talking about.
No,
She was there that night.
Yeah.
She was boho Spice.
Incontinent Spice.
Oh, that's not a good
I'm
one.
sorry. Please see a pelvic health
I reckon I could
practitioner.
beat all of these.
Overstimulated Spice.
Yeah.
This one's my personal favourite. Reusable bags in reusable bags hoarding Spice. She's my girl.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I have a problem with this.
Yeah, we all have a problem with it.
You don't have a problem with this.
Of course I do.
No, you don't. I need to see that immediately. I need photographic evidence of you hoarding anything.
Not only, well, to be perfectly honest.
No, don't kill the dream.
Well,
don't kill the dream.
They are being hoarded in my house, but it's more Ollie's thing than mine. Like, I would bin the whole fucking lot. You know what I'm like. I've been.
That's what I mean. I can't. This
He's
is so off brand.
He's got a great passion for
So have
a
I.
bag.
So have I. Adam and I. Ollie and I.
Yeah, you
are
are the same fucking person.
We are the same person.
They're even, I'm sorry to say it, they're even categorised into large, medium, small, gift bags and wine bags.
Oh my God.
I know. But there's enough of them to be categorized. That's what I'm saying to you. It's a problem.
Oh my God.
I'm that. Maybe he's that spice girl.
I think we need to come up with a better reusable bags in reusable bags.
Hoarding spice. I love that.
Because the thing is, I don't really hoard. I know you think I do, but I don't. Okay? I don't.
I don't think you hoard. You collect.
No, I don't. What do I collect?
Things just collect.
Yeah, things do collect. But you know what? I realised yesterday the reason why things collect is because every single member of my household is messy. Naturally messy.
God.
We're all messy.
So difficult.
It is.
To compute that.
It is.
Yeah.
But it's also difficult to live with. But I am also naturally messy. I just tidy up after myself because I actually can't cope with mess. It makes me feel very unsettled.
Yeah.
So that's why I collect. Things do collect in my house. They breed.
They breed. Early night spice.
Yeah, I could be that. I literally could be not crochet spice because
even I don't crochet
yet.
Men on pause spice. I like the pun.
Yeah, men on pause.
Men on pause spice.
Yeah.
Karen spice.
I could be that.
Decaf spice.
Well,
you're not that, but you should be that.
Lauren was having a whole go at me, weren't
I
you?
was having a go. It was just a gentle suggestion.
It wasn't gentle. It wasn't gentle.
It
You were
wasn't firm.
It was like, maybe you should lay off the coffee, is what you said. I don't think that's particularly gentle. I don't think it's doing much for you.
No.
And how many coffees do you have a day? And maybe you should just have less. And maybe you should just cut it down. And maybe you should just stop them. Maybe you should have your first one at 11. It was not gentle.
The answer to how many coffees did you have a day was so many. It wasn't even a number. And then you sort of came round to well, maybe I just won't have the first two before 7 a.m.
No, I didn't say before 7 a.m.
How much caffeine is in your system?
Before 7 a.m. I didn't say that.
Meanwhile, she's sitting here recording with a coffee.
Yeah, I love coffee. I'm trying to, and then I said to you, I'm trying to cut out sugar and I can't do sugar and caffeine at the same time. And you go, yes, you can.
But I don't have the sweet tooth that you have. I can have one thing and then I'm done. I don't appreciate the oh my God, I've had one, now I have to have more. It's not my makeup. I just don't do that.
No, I know.
So that's why I can't put myself in that headspace.
But also to give up two things that you love in one go is it's a little bit mean.
You could just switch to a decaf or just cut down to I don't know how many
I
have.
do all of
to
those,
a number.
Listen, I could do all of those things.
Okay.
There's many things that you could do as well.
It's so true.
Right. So,
but I'm not suffering with an issue right now. Well, I am. Many issues, but not one that I've brought to the car journey.
I only said it in part. I was talking about me feeling anxious. So
Yeah.
I only said it in passing.
I just thought it was an easy little life hack you could try to see if it helped.
I know, and I appreciate it. / I don't appreciate it.
But you know,
and I'm also,
right.
I know that you're right, but
Yeah.
I'm also going to ignore it.
Okay, that's your choice as a grown adult living in a democratic country. What's our listener meltdown this week?
Our listener meltdown. I'm 40 and I got a gift from Temu from a friend I've known for 10 plus years.
Right, stop. Have you ever bought from Temu
Yes.
or received from Temu?
Not received. Yes, bought.
Neither. I have done neither.
Have you been on Temu?
I have heard of Temu.
Have you been on it?
No.
Because it's
No.
a very frantic app.
Okay, no.
It's
no.
like you need 10 minutes before you actually get into the site because there's so many pop-ups and offers and discounts. And then I'm telling you now, every single time you get to the checkout, none of those 10-minute of pop-ups have been applied at the checkout.
Okay.
So I don't know
hate
what
it already.
happens there. And it honestly takes a good few minutes to get past all of that shit.
Okay. The vibe I get from Temu is that it makes shine.
Sheen.
Shine.
It's Sheen on steroids.
Okay. It makes Sheen look like Harrods. That's the vibe I'm getting from Temu. It's like the car boot sale of shopping.
Yes.
Right.
It's definitely, it's not more upscale than Sheen. I would say they were definitely on a par, but it's much more hectic, frantic, chaotic than Sheen.
So she's 40 and she's
Shine.
got shine. She's 40. She's got a gift from
There's
Temu.
an E in the middle of the word.
You could pronounce it either way.
Well, yours is incorrect.
I don't want to shop there anyway. So she's 40. She's got a gift from Temu from a friend that she's known for over 10 years.
It was a faux distressed tin sign that says, "A nice woman and a grumpy old man live here." And a T-shirt that says, "Shit show supervisor." I mean, what the fuck? She says, "These were my Christmas gifts."
Oh my God.
Well, I think the problem with this is that what's the background?
There are so many problems
right?
with this.
A nice woman and a grumpy old man live here. Firstly, rude.
Rude. And also, listen, I'm really sorry to anyone who has them, but I can't be doing with faux distressed tin signs that say anything at all. Just don't have that tacky shit in your house.
But also, they're being really rude about her husband.
Yeah, that's problematic.
That's a big... And then the shit show supervisor. I mean, if you got me a T-shirt that said shit show supervisor, I mean, it may be true on some days, but I wouldn't appreciate wearing it on a T-shirt. You know,
I would expect you to strangle me with that T-shirt.
I mean, it's just so rude. Thank you for telling me that my life is a shit show. I'm aware.
And I'm also aware that I'm the one supervising it. Like, I love the fact that you think I don't know that. Like, I'm oblivious.
To the point where I need to wear it on a T-shirt. I mean, what is that?
Hell, what is that?
That feels very loaded.
So not only are these gifts cheap and tacky, but also offensive.
Yeah.
On every level, they are, I think, the worst gifts I've ever heard of. This person is not your friend.
But also, they've gone on Temu. You know, nothing really good lives on Temu.
That's what I mean. You don't shop for anyone, anything.
Not a present, not a gift.
way.
I have bought a couple of things on Temu before.
There's no one that I don't like enough to shop for them on Temu.
That's not true. You're just not going to say it on air, but that's not true.
But then I wouldn't shop for them.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Why is she even waste? I find this.
I wouldn't
so
be able to get past the
off.
"a nice woman and a grumpy old man live here" because it's like, well, now you hate my husband. Now it's out there. That's not cool.
I mean, is she supposed to say thank you?
Yeah. No. She's
No.
not. She doesn't have to do anything.
Don't say thank you.
Throw them in the bin.
No, take them to a charity shop. Don't throw them in the bin. But like this, she is not your
Who's
friend.
going to buy it?
I'll tell you what
charity
she
shop?
should throw in the bin to her friend.
Oh.
Bin off the friend.
I'd like some more background in this relationship.
Yeah, what have you done to this friend to make her buy you these awful presents?
Or maybe this friend is jealous of her, or maybe there's definitely a backstory here.
Yeah, I want more. We want more.
And maybe there is no backstory, which is why this was so shocking.
And what have you done with the gifts?
What have you done with the gifts?
We need more info.
We need more info, please. So
who's winning then?
Oh,
this woman.
She's winning.
She's definitely winning.
We were moaning about our husbands playing tennis.
It's annoying, but it's not as awful as this.
Well, we don't need the tennis to get in the middle of life.
No, but I also would prefer the tennis to receiving these sorts of gifts from Temu.
Anyway, she is the winner.
She's definitely the winner. Listen, we just cannot get enough of your feedback and your emails and your rants and your everythings. They make our day. So just keep them coming, please.
Oh, it's absolutely fabulous. Listen, we get so much feedback. We made a second show out of it. So
we've had to.
We're delighted. So keep sharing the love, please. We love hearing from you. We will be back on Thursday with the main show of 40ish. If you want to be in touch, hello@40ish.co.uk. That's 40ish.co.uk. Or you can just message us on our socials, mainly Instagram, because Lauren and I don't really know how to use the messaging part of TikTok.
I do sometimes.
Now, sometimes she's a bit better on email. She's better on email if you want Lauren. FYI.
If you want to talk about Nicole's boobs, DM it. See you on Thursday.
Hi, I'm Grace, host of Red Rum True Crime podcast. These cases focus on the true victims of crime. Why not jump in at episode 114, the tragic murder of Jasmine and Aaliyah? The main suspect in this case gave an extremely bizarre interview to a number of press reporters whilst he was drunk and reportedly high. He speaks about an awful lot on camera and has this completely inappropriate laughing and chuckling response when talking about the case. He may even have thought he was going to get away with the double murder he'd been accused of, but what he didn't know was that 2 undercover officers were on their way to catch him out, and he easily and willingly took the bait. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Red Rum True Crime. That's Red Rum, murder backwards, REDRUM True Crime.